I didn't mean to hear it. I was in the hallway outside our bedroom, half-dressed, looking for my phone charger when I heard my wife's voice from the living room. She was on speaker, pacing back and forth, the way she did when she felt validated. Then I heard his voice, her best male friend, the one she always told me not to worry about. "He's controlling you," he said confidently. "That's why you feel trapped. You don't need permission to live. You need an open marriage." I stopped moving. My heart hammered against my ribs. My wife didn't object. She didn't defend me. She didn't even laugh it off. Instead, she just sighed and said, "I've been thinking the same thing." That single sentence did more damage than any insult ever could. I stood there silently while he continued, feeding her every insecurity like he'd been rehearsing this speech for months. How I asked where she was going. How I noticed when she came home late. How wanting honesty somehow made me a cage. "You deserve freedom," he said, his voice smooth. "If he really loves you, he'll understand." She agreed again. I walked back into the bedroom and sat on the edge of the bed, just staring at the wall while they talked about my marriage like it was some broken appliance they could fix. When the call ended, she came into the room smiling like she just had a breakthrough in therapy. "We need to talk," she said. I nodded. "I know." She looked surprised. "You do?" I heard everything. Her smile flickered, then vanished completely. But she recovered fast. She always did. "Then you know this isn't an attack," she said carefully. "This is about growth, about honesty." "Honesty," I repeated, the word tasting like ash in my mouth. "Yes, I don't want secrets anymore. I don't want to feel guilty for wanting more." "And by more," I asked, "you mean him?" She hesitated just long enough to answer the question without using any words. "I'm not saying that," she said finally. "I'm saying I want options." I leaned back and crossed my arms. "So let me get this straight. Your solution to feeling restricted is sleeping with other men, starting with the one who just told you I'm the problem." "You're twisting it," she snapped. "This is why he says you're controlling," I laughed. I couldn't help it. Not because it was funny, but because it was so utterly absurd. "Did he also tell you he'd be first in line?" I asked. She didn't answer. That was enough. I stood up and walked to the closet. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just grabbed a suitcase and started packing. "What are you doing?" she demanded, her voice rising. "I'm agreeing with you," I said calmly. "You want freedom." "I'm not standing in the way." Her tone shifted instantly. "Wait, that's not what I meant?" "You want an open marriage," I replied. "I don't. So this is the only option that respects both of us." She blocked the closet door. "You can't just leave. We need rules, boundaries." "You already set the boundary," I said, looking her straight in the eye. "And you crossed it." That night I slept at a friend's place. She texted nonstop, confused, angry, panicked. By morning, the story had changed. It was just a conversation. "He manipulated me. I didn't mean right now." It's funny how clarity only arrives after consequences. 2 days later, I moved the rest of my things out while she was at work. No big speech. Just absence. That's when the real panic hit her. She showed up at my office crying, begging me to talk. She said she'd cut him off, that she blocked him everywhere, that she chose me. I asked her one simple question. "Did you tell him we're separated?" She froze. That told me everything I needed to know. A week later, I filed for divorce. That's when her best friend finally reached out to me. "She's making a mistake," he wrote. "You should fight for her." I stared at the message for a long time before replying. "You already did," I sent back. "You won." He never responded. Neither did she after the papers were finalized. Months passed. I rebuilt my life quietly. New apartment, new routines, no explanations owed to anyone. I heard through mutual friends that she tried dating him. It didn't last. I left because she let another man convince her that loyalty was a flaw.